Hello students, this is the next lecture regarding the house plumbing system. In the previous lectures of the house plumbing system or the house drainage system, we have discussed about the basics terminology involved in the house drainage system, and we have seen in detail the traps and classifications of traps depending upon the shapes and their the uses. So moving forward further in the next part of the house drainage system, that is the second part of the series of the house drainage system that is the pipes. Various types of pipes involved in the house drainage system. That is the first introduction to pipes. That is, in house drainage systems, pipes may be designated depending upon the function as shown below. Means what are the various types of pipes and which types of pipes are known as, and depending upon their function, this is very much important to understand, and their classification is designated depending upon their function. So first of all, the soil pipe, that is a pipe carrying human excreta. Waste pipe, the pipe carrying silage. And vent pipe, that is a pipe is installed to provide flow of air to or from the drainage system, or to provide circulation of air in the drainage system, to protect the water seal of traps against the siphonage or the backflow. Means we have to provide the ventilation into the drainage system, otherwise the water seal or the piping system or the plumbing system may affected, because if the foul gases or the gases which is produced by in the sewage, it will not be released. It will continuously move in the system, and it will have to and the foul gases will try to produce or will try to find out their path to removal from that system, and hence it will damage the whole plumbing system, either by cracking or by removing or by etc. any system, or by the siphoning action. So we will have to provide the vent pipe. This is very important. So ventilation is very important for the providing proper circulation of air in the drainage system. This is very important. So moving ahead, the anti-siphonage pipe, it is a pipe which is installed to preserve. Again, I am focusing the word is, this is pipe which is installed to preserve the water seal in the trap through proper ventilation. So I am going to tell you in detail in the anti-siphonage pipe in the later in the section of the video. Rainwater pipe, a pipe carrying only rainwater is called rainwater pipe or stormwater pipe. So these are the types of pipe and sizes of various pipes. Soil pipes, these all dimensions are in mm, 100 mm. Waste pipe, that is which is laid horizontal, 30 to 50 mm. Waste pipe which is laid vertically, 75 mm. Vent pipe, 50 mm. Rainwater pipe, 75 mm, and anti-siphonage pipe is 50 mm. Now the sanitary fittings involved in the house plumbing systems, that is the following sanitary fittings are used in the house drainage system, that is wash basins, sinks, bathtubs, water closets, that is WC, urinals and flushing systems. So one by one we will see in detail. So what wash basins? These are the plumbing fixtures mainly used for hand washing. These are normally made of glazed earthenwork or vitreous china. Sometimes they are also made of iron, stainless steel or plastic, especially for the places where users are more. Wash basins may be either flat back pattern or angle back pattern. The previous is fixed on walls and the latter is fixed on the fixing at corner. That is the flat back pattern is fixed on the walls, and the latter, that is the angle back pattern, is fixed on the corners of walls. The flat back pattern has standard sizes, that is the 630 mm by 450 mm, 550 mm by 400 mm and 450 mm by 300 mm, whereas the angle back pattern has standard size as shown in the from below, that is 600 mm by 480 mm and 400 mm by 400 mm. So these are the section of a flat back pattern. This is the flat back, that is its back is flat, is shown in below. That is its front angle is 450, and this is the floor level, and generally it is provided at a height of 750 to 800 mm, and this is the waste pipe which is completely attached to the drainage pipe. This is generally strainer, overflow slot metallic strainer, that is this is the tap, and this is the working area, so that we can wash the hands over here, and strainer is generally provided so that the coarse material should not pass into it. And again this is shown here is the water seal. Moving ahead, this is the types of the wash basins, actual photographs. Sinks is similar to the wash basins, but it is provided in the kitchens for cleaning utensils. Sinks are provided in the laboratories for cleaning laboratories, glasswares, etc. The plan and section of the sink is shown below. This is the actual photo or picture of the sink. The sizes of sinks are indicated below for kitchen, that is 400 by 400 into by 50, 150. 600 by 400 by 150, 600 by 450 by 250, and 750 by 450 by 250. This is the dimensions are all are in mm, whereas it is provided in the laboratories. The sections goes reduced, that is 400 by 250 by 150, and similarly the sections are all mentioned here. So generally the basic differences we have to understand between the wash basin and sinks. Generally sinks are placed, the wash basins are used for the hand washing, but sinks are provided in kitchens and laboratories, where in kitchens it is used for cleaning the utensils, whereas in the laboratories it is used to clean the glasswares and the laboratory equipments. The bathtub is a plumbing fixtures provided in the bathroom for taking bath. This is made of glazed earthenware or vitreous china, cement concrete finish with terrazzo or glazed porcelain tiles or marbles, and enameled iron. The circular waste hole at the bottom of the bathtub is provided for the drainage purpose, and the hole is provided with a metallic waste fitting, also called as waste coupling, having a strainer and a clean opening of about 40 mm to 50 mm diameter, and a waste pipe is fixed to the waste fitting. A bathtub is provided with a tap or shower and an overflow pipe of 450 mm located at a 450 to 50, located at a 40 to 50 mm below the top edge of the tub. First of all, you have to understand that the bathtub is used to taking the bath at the particular tub. The hole is provided with a metallic waste fitting, and it is also called as waste coupling. This is important term. And waste coupling provided with a strainer and a clean opening of about 40 mm to 50 mm diameter. 40 mm to 50 mm diameter. Okay, this is the actual photograph of the bathtub, and generally the waste drainage is provided at the below, at the bottom of it. Now water closet, that is WC. Water closet is a pan-like water flush plumbing fixture designed to remove human excreta directly and dispose the same into the soil through pipe through trap. Okay. It is made of vitreous china or porcelain and is connected to the soil pipe through the trap. The inside surface of the water closet and trap are glazed so that the flushing is smooth and efficient. The water closets are of three types. Means first of all, you have to understand that water closet means that's a WC. We generally used to call it a WC, and this is the pan which is used to collect the human excreta, and generally human discharges their waste into this water closets. and it is made up of vitreous china, so that the waste can easily remove easily remove from the surface of the WC, and the inside surface of the water closets and traps are placed generally glazed, so that the flushing is smooth and efficient. So there are three types of water closets: Indian type, European type, and Anglo-Indian type. So first of all, Indian type water closet. The Indian type water closet, Indian standard IS 2556 part 3 1990 provides detailed specification for the vitreous china Indian type water closets. Following figure shows the Indian type water closets. Similarly, Indian type water closets means it's a simple in construction and working bath used in squatting position. Usually it is made from the proclaim, and the pan and trap are available in two different pieces. The trap has an opening for anti-siphonage pipe, and the WC is fixed in squatting position just at floor level. The Indian type WC requires around 10 liters of water for flushing. The flushing system is fitted at 2 meter height from the water closet. Means you have to understand that it's a simple construction and working bath used in squatting position. Means and usually it is made up of proclaim. The pan and trap are available in different two pieces. Means trap is a different piece and pan is different piece, and we used to connect it with a cement mortar. And the trap has an opening for the anti-siphonage pipe. We will see anti-siphonage pipe in detail, and the trap has an opening for anti-siphonage pipe. But the WC is fixed in squatting position just at the floor level. You may see that the WC is fixed at the floor level, but not at the below the floor level. The Indian type WC requires around 10 liters of water for the flushing, and if it is provided with the system flushing system, the flushing system is provided at a height of 2 meters from the water closet. So moving ahead with the European type water closet, this is the European type water closet. It is usually made of proclaim, and it is provided with seat and cover. The pan has flushing rim to spread the flushing water, and the closet is fitted with P trap and S trap. That you can see, this is the trap is fitted with the seat inside with it, and the flushing system is again associated or fitted inside this European trap. So the flushing system is not attached to it. You have to attach the flushing system. Anglo-Indian type, in the European Western WC, the user cannot rest on the thin rim conveniently, and in Indian WC chances of foul of excreta are more. Thus the above disadvantages of European and Indian water closets are removed in Anglo-Indian water closet. You have to first understand that how it is Anglo-Indian. This is the combination of two, that is Indian type and Western type. Then it is known as Anglo-Indian type of WC. The closet is fixed 40 cm above from the floor level, and upper rim of the pan is enlarged sufficiently so that user can conveniently sit over it. This is the Anglo-Indian. Again, some benefits are taken from the European WC, and some benefits are taken from the Indian WC, and combination of this is the result of Anglo-Indian WC. Urinals. As per the Indian standard IS 2556 part 6 1992 describes the detailed specifications for the vitreous urinals, and urinals mostly in use are of two types. This is of bowl type and stall type. This is bowl type and this is stall types. Flushing system. Indian standard as per IS 774 1990 provides detailed specification from flushing systems for water closets and urinals other than plastic systems. The flushing system is installed to flush the water closet and urinal. It is made of cast iron, glazed earthenware or vitreous china or plastic. For Indian WC, the flushing systems are made from cast iron and fixed at a height of about 1.75 meter above the top of the closet pan. They are known as high level flushing system. So similarly, you have to understand that the flushing systems are also classified as siphonic without valve and siphonic with valve. So how the flushing system is work? So first of all, you have to understand that this is the flushing system. How the system is used. Sometimes there is a bell and ring arrangement is there. You have to push the chain or ring so that the water will move from there, and it can release the water from the system. So moving ahead point wise, for the European and Anglo-Indian type water closet, normally vitreous china or plastic systems are used, and the systems are fixed with their bottom only at a height of about 30 cm from the top of the front, and therefore they are known as the low level flushing systems. So first of all, siphonic without valve and siphonic with valve. Now flushing system, this is the actual flushing system is provided with the WC, and this is the flushing system again provided with the WC. Say it is provided with the European type of WC. So first of all, you have to understand that, say it is two floors, say it is upper floor and it is lower floor, say it is first floor and it is ground floor, and this is the actual ground floor, actual ground surface. This is the vent pipe, and this is the soil pipe. The larger section is of pipe is known as the soil pipe, and it is covered with the cowl. And similarly, the smaller diameter of pipe is attached with the traps through the pipe of anti-siphonage pipe. This is, you should have to understand that the traps which discharges waste directly into the soil pipe is again connected with a joint. This is T, this is the joint, and this is the connection made with the vent pipe with a pipe called as anti-siphonage pipe. Similarly, here also takes place that pipe is connected with this traps pipes, and directly this is taken to the sewer, and this pipe, this is the soil pipe, is directly taken to the sewer line. Now what is the actual purpose of anti-siphonage pipe? As we have discussed, is that it is used to provide to preserve the water seal of the trap. It maintains proper ventilation, and it does not allow the water seal to get broken due to the siphonic action. In case of a multi-storied building, the sudden flush of the water in the upper stories results in the sucking of the air from the short branch of the pipe connecting to the WC to the soil pipe of the lower story. Means this is the lower story. This sucking of the air causes partial vacuum on the downstream side of the water seal of the lower WC. Means it will create a partial vacuum on the lower WC, and the pressure at the upstream side of the water seal is more, that is the atmospheric pressure, which forces the water up the trap and siphons it out in the branch, and hence it will break the hence the siphonic action will take place, and it will break the water seal, and hence the waste which is present in the pipe will comes out, and it will again will fill in the chamber of the WC. Hence, to avoid this anti-siphonage pipe, and hence to avoid this can be avoided by connecting the crown of the trap to the atmosphere through that anti-siphonage pipe. This is the pipe, and hence a proper ventilating pipe can be therefore be used, and hence proper ventilation can be maintained, and hence anti-siphonage can be maintained. So there is an important function of the anti-siphonage pipe to maintain the proper to preserve the water safe. So moving ahead, this is the type of the bell type flushing. This is the bell type flushing means bell type flushing consists the bell and float, lever with chain, inlet, outlet and overflow pipes, casting iron and casing. This is the actual flushing system, and this it carries out the bell and etc etc. So this is we will move further to the important topic, that is the system of plumbing. There are 4 plumbing systems of house drainage, that is single stack system, one pipe system, single stack partially ventilated system and 2 pipe system. All systems are shown in the following figure. So first of all you have to understand that there are 4 plumbing systems, 4 plumbing systems for house drainage, that is single stack system, one pipe system, single stack partially ventilated system and 2 pipe system. Moving ahead, all 4 systems are shown in this figure. So the first, that is point A, that is single stack system, only one set of pipe is used, okay, and it will carry the wastewater, the sewage as well as the ventilation will take place through this single stack system. Okay, that is, now what is WC, that is it shows the WC. What is B, that is bathtub. What is WB, that is wash basins. What is S, that is sinks. What is VP, that is ventilation pipe. Okay, SWR, that is soil and waste pipe. SP, that is soil pipe. And what is WP, that is waste pipe. And MH, that is manhole. And GT is gully traps. Note all pipes terminated as waste pipe at the top, so it is waste pipe at the top. So we will see one by one its theory and its figure. So single stack system, from the above figure it is clear that only single pipe acts as soil pipe, waste pipe, waste pipe and ventilation pipe. This is poorly ventilated system. It is simple system and easy to construct. Risk of water seal breaking in the trap is high because of induced siphonage. Waste or air of the waste pipe may be forced up due to back pressure. So you can see in this figure that all the things, that is WC, bath, wash basin, sinks, all are connected into one pipe, and this is all waste are connected to a manhole, and that manhole is connected to the drain. So these are 3 types, that is this is the ground floor component, first floor component, and this is second floor component. So moving ahead into the next system, that is one pipe system. So we will see first of all the theory. A separate vent pipe is provided in this system. It is clear from the study of sketch that in comparison to single stack system, this system is costly to construct. Ventilation is provided to silage pipe and soil pipe too. Arrangement of pipe work is difficult, means it is an improved system. From which improved system, that is the single stack system, that is a proper separate vent pipe is provided in this system, and this is the vent pipe is provided, and it is shown in this dotted figure, dotted light, and this is the actual single pipe which is connected to it, and this vent pipe is connected to the pipe which is creating foul gases. So this is the one pipe system. So moving ahead to the single stack partially ventilated system. So the first system, that is the single stack system, is again improved in the form of single stack partially ventilated system. That is, following are the features of this system. That is, only water closet straps are ventilated, means only WCs are ventilated. Traps of bath, wash basins and kitchens are not jointed with vent pipe. This is economical system, and it require water and water seal to maintain of 75 mm or more, and it has simple arrangement of pipe. Two pipe systems, that it has two separate pipes, that is, one pipe is for the silage and one pipe is for the waste. That is, water closet, bath traps, kitchen trap and waste basins are connected to the vent pipes, and separate soil pipes and waste pipes are provided. Two vent pipes are provided, therefore 4 stakes or 4 stacks in this system. It is efficient system but costlier system other than system. So moving ahead, so this is all about for the house drainage system. Hope you have understood the concept and the theory related to each other. So this is the very important system of plumbing and house drainage system, and please go through the presentation thoroughly. You may get if you may get difficulty, please raise the queries or the difficulties in the comment box. I am here to answer, and thank you for your patience listening and watching the video. Thank you, and thank you very much.